Welcome to another episode of my ChatGPT garden renovation series where I'm trying to take this and make it look a bit like this. So far I have made a pathway down to a fire pit, and I've also built this decking single-handedly with no fucking idea what I'm doing. Today we're going to attempt to make a planter down the side of the decking. First things first, I'm going to eat your brain. Let's get a new battery. Some of you are asking what saw I have been using, and this is it. So let's get a planter smashed out. So firstly I had to chop my lengths. Now I did have a vision in my head of how I wanted my planters, but it turns out I haven't got enough of the same wood to make it that way. So I had to rethink my decisions. So I just decided to make it out of some decking. Not what I wanted, but you know, we worked with what we got. Now I knew I wanted the planter quite high, so I needed a lot of lengths. Somebody said yesterday, where did I learn to use my tools? Because I look quite comfortable using them. Hello? If you actually watch me using the tools, I do it in the most uncanny way that you should do it. I shouldn't be trusted with tools, but so far I haven't chopped off a finger or a hand, so I'm doing alright. Touch wood, it doesn't happen. So I chopped my lengths up, and it was time to screw them onto some batons. Make them nice and secure. Now listen, you guys, we need to have a talk, alright? If I hear one more person tell me that I haven't put a gap in between the planks on the decking, oh, you know what's going to happen to you, don't you? It doesn't need a gap. I have moved this decking from one area to another, and where it was originally, it didn't have any gaps, okay? And it didn't swell. Well, if it did, it didn't matter. Swelling or not, I didn't care. It didn't have gaps, and it had been there for 2 years or so, and it was doing alright, okay? So I've just done that. Beg you, please stop talking about the non-existent gaps in the planking, alright? And also, the grooves being upside down. People, please leave me alone. I've had enough. Honestly, you're draining the shit out of me. This decking has grooves on both sides. You read me over and out. Are we clear? Glad we sorted that out. Anyway, let's move on. I'm sure you guys have some other stuff to nitpick about now. Alright, let's move on from the grooves and the fucking gaps. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. Bashed out one side, as you probably watched me do there. Absolutely got taken off track there. And I was onto the sides. Have I bashed out two sides? I don't know. Here we go. That's my sides. Done that. Bish bash bosh. Jobs are fucking good. Bits and butts and coconuts. It was time to do the sides. So obviously I chopped some of the sides up and just started drilling them on, to be honest. Now I am going to say this planter hasn't worked out quite well. I don't like it. I do, but I don't. It will look better once it's varnished, painted, whatever I do with it. I don't know yet, okay? And my plan is, with the planter, obviously it's going down the side, but it's not long enough, so I'm going to have to make two, which is fine. This is just a mock-up. This is a test run, practicing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm going to have to make some more. The plan with this planter is, because it's so tall, I am going to fill it with Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm only joking. I'm going to fill it with the mud that I turfed up from the grass. At this point, before I put the other side on, I thought I'd just move it into place because it was getting very heavy. My hedge just wasn't in the gardening today. I probably shouldn't have done any. Probably am going to have a day off tomorrow, guys, just to let you know now, okay? Anyway, I moved it into place because it was getting heavy and my back's gone a little bit. It hurts. It's hurting me. And then I whacked the other side on whilst it was in place. I'm going to fill this up with mud that I've turfed up from the garden, from me fire pit hole. Here I am, old Granny Leona. Oh God, look at me, look at my back. I haven't moved it all the way back to the fence because I'm going to need a pergola stick there, aren't I? These aren't straight either. I need to give them a chance. Wish I put the little ones on first and then put the sides on, but never mind. Then I started filling it with the mud from the fire pit. Then I'm going to put some membrane on it. Insane in the membrane. I'm going to put some good soil on it because I don't want all the weeds and the grass growing up through it, you know? So that's just going to be a base, buttery biscuit base. Old mud, membrane, good mud, flowers. At this point, I had enough. The garden needs a tidy. There's my planter. Got to sort that out. Might have a day off tomorrow. Might not. I want to fill it with flowers. Get some colour in it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, I've got to go now. Bye.